Holy crap. You know how long it took us to get it right?
Ooh, welcome
Yes.
to,
The Backyard Buzz.
ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while, but we are back, and this is episode around 12. We're just
Whatever.
going to guess right now, and we'll come back and we'll edit in the right.
13's unlucky, so it's 12 or 14. We don't know.
All right, but here's a true question, just to get us started here. If the number 13 is unlucky, then why isn't the letter B? Because really, it's a fucking scrunched up 13. What's your name, Bob? Get the away from me.
Oh, Bob's are bad.
The double B,
Yeah,
right?
watch the Bobs.
Because a capital B is a scrunched up 13. I'm just
13.
all right.
You're right.
Check that one off the list.
Check
We're
that
moving
one.
on.
Let's crack the pint.
Yeah, we should probably start this the right way
Boom.
by spewing beer all over my kitchen table.
If I can get an idea.
Cheers to you and cheers to me. Best of friends we'll ever be.
Cheers, bro.
For those of you who disagree, to hell with you. And here's to me.
There's the him. You don't say.
Talking about music.
I like music.
My first CD was Naughty by Nature. True story. The first CD I ever owned.
Naughty by Nature.
Naughty by Nature.
Nice.
Poverty's Paradise. And to this day, I'm still very proud of that.
No, do you still have it?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, that sucks, eh?
I don't know if I've mentioned it in previous episodes, but they had different backings out of that album that were in the movie Harlem with Eddie Murphy,
Right.
which was before Eddie Murphy went all pleasure, happy, comedy, family stuff.
Yeah.
It was when he was actually like into the rough and tough, very hard movies and comedy that he used to be in. So it was a good time. Before that, I owned Offspring, was probably one of my first favorite tape cassettes. So Offspring Smash was the first album I
Yeah.
owned on cassette.
Yeah.
I love that. So big fan. Offspring rocks, and if you dare say that Americana was a good album, I will hate you for the rest of life.
I would never say that.
Everybody's like, "Oh, I love Offspring. Pretty fly for a white guy." Or
Pretty fly for a
Shut
white
the
guy.
That's not even Offspring. That's not even good Offspring. I hate that people love that.
I think the Black Album, Metallica, was the first CD I bought.
Yeah, absolute CD.
Yeah.
You've been to see Metallica in concert a few
Yeah.
times.
5.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So we had some people ask some questions about us, and when's the first time that you and I drank together? And so this is a two-part question.
We were
So
talking about that earlier, eh?
yeah,
That's
so
is a tough one. It was a long time ago. How old are you now?
38.
I'm 49, so I'm 11 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So there's two different stories here.
I was a bad cousin because you were young.
First time we drank together, and then the first time we got drunk together. Those are two different things, right?
Yeah.
So we used to have a family hunting camp from our grandfather way up north. Would be just northeast of Vinacker, up off. It's not Buckshot Lake.
No, I'm not sure what that road
Crotch
is.
Lake, up by Crotch. Isn't it Crotch Lake?
Well, they call it Crotch Lake, yeah.
So he had a hunting camp up there, and I can remember going in there as about 4 or 5 years old, and that's literally how young I was, going in there and everybody partying, having a good time. And that would have been the first time I drank from beer. You guys handed me a beer, and we got some really cool photos, and I was just knee high to a grasshopper. And so that was the first time I drank, no doubt. But I definitely didn't get drunk that time because I wasn't ridiculous, and obviously my parents were there and stuff, so whatever. But after that, we started to get together as a family, probably at Marble Lake Lodge. And that's when
Marble Lake Lodge, and I remember feeding you guys beer even back in Grandpa's in Vinacker.
Well, those were the good times, right? Because you'd show up with a cooler and you'd point it out pretty early in the night. You'd be like, "There's a cooler.
There's a cooler if you want a fucking pint. Get
Stay
it.
wet." So, yeah, we had a lot of good times through the teenage years and moving on. But I probably couldn't name the exact experience the first time that we got drunk together. We had a lot of family come visit from overseas, so we have some heritage back in Holland, and they would come visit, and even in their teens and your teens, so you would have been probably 18-ish when they first started coming over.
Oh, well, the first time I seen Hype and Diana, I was like fucking 5 or 6.
Oh, really? So they would have been around the same age.
Yeah.
So they came over with their parents?
Yeah, for sure.
Not Hype.
No, Hype.
Hype wouldn't have been a part of that.
Yeah,
no.
Hype was.
He joined the family later on.
Right, but it was Diana and Richard. Yeah.
So they came over in their young childhood years.
Right.
I didn't know
yeah.
that. So I wouldn't have been born yet.
No, you weren't. No.
So that would be with Aunt Reed?
No. Nell. What was her name?
Aunt Nell. Yeah.
Nels.
Niels. Nell. Yeah. It was Aunt Nell.
So we had a great aunt that came over with our cousins from Holland. Was she a great aunt?
Yeah. To us, for sure. Yeah.
And so she brought the family over, and they had their first experience coming to Canada to visit our grandmother, who was a war bride from Holland.
Yeah.
Berke Hageman.
Yeah.
From Hoogelen, Holland.
I was talking to somebody about that today.
Yeah, I brought it up recently too in a conversation. So that's pretty incredible. And they were drinkers, not at that age of like 5, 6 years old, but as they started coming over to visit with you guys at mid to late teenage age, it was a pretty good party.
Yeah.
Big
party.
Yeah. So they came from Holland, and you actually introduced some of them to hunting as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, me and Tony did, yeah.
Yeah, so they came over to Canada and got to experience some pretty...
Well, there's fuck all over there to hunt.
Exactly. So they got to enjoy that unique experience of coming to Canada to hunt whitetail deer.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys ever went moose hunting with them, but definitely whitetail.
No, just whitetails.
So that's pretty incredible. So away from the heritage and stuff like that, back to the podcast side of things. Put the back here. So it's been a while since we had a podcast, and it's getting to be that time of year. We're going to have Buzz the Halls 2.0.
We're going to do that again. I got to get a Santa suit.
Yeah, and I got to be the damn elf, apparently. So that's bullshit. Let's do it.
I'm taller than you. Why? How the elf can't be tall? The elf can't be taller than Santa. Hey?
It'd be funny.
Well, I mean...
You want to be Santa? I'll be the elf.
Santa.
Oh, we got votes. Ryan for Santa, Mike for elf.
Throw them out there. Votes. We'll do votes. Hey, actually, I'll be the elf if they want that. But I think I'd be I'd be a definitely better
tights
Santa.
And all. Speaking of tights and all, I got a really good video of you earlier tonight that I'm going to share at a later time and place. One of those Facebook grabs of people doing silly things, and I got you to do it, and it was fun. So we'll add that at a later time. So that's a spoiler, but we're not going to get too much into that yet. But you're wearing a new shirt, and I think I kind of like it.
All right, can they see it?
You got to get up a little higher.
I can't get up any higher.
Yeah.
No,
it says
something funny.
You got to go a little higher.
No.
You're pulling it down. No, you got to go higher.
I got to pull it down so I can fucking read it.
Do this. There it is. This is my drinking shirt. I wear it every day. That's perfect. Mine says, check out my six pack. I'm the governor of California.
I'm the governor of California.
Vote for McCain. Vote for Brock McCain.
I let him go.
McCain. Funny joke. Used to party with Mike, and I used to do an impression of all that. Way back when Arnold Schwarzenegger was jeering for McCain and didn't want people to vote for Barack Obama. So I used to make jokes back in the day. So fun times talking about like old childhood memories and stuff, and even music. But we also got to talking about like our favorite Cheech and Chong movies. And I know that's kind of random to jump into, but I feel like it sets the pace for a lot of fun and good times from childhood. So
I love the old Cheech and Chong movies. They're so funny.
Do you have a favorite?
Up in Smoke.
Up in Smoke is a classic.
Oh, everybody's favorite.
A lot of people probably can't name many more movies.
I don't know if they could.
Up in Smoke.
But still Smoking. Corsican Brothers.
Corsican.
Whatever.
Corsican Brothers. And that was a really interesting one. So the premise
of that movie an interesting
were these two brothers that were born of a family that got separated at birth. But throughout their life, they would feel each other's pain. So whenever one got punched in the face, they wouldn't feel it, but the other brother on the other side of the world or wherever the hell they were, they would feel it. And that applied to the one brother would be like drinking and getting shit-faced drunk to win drinking challenges because he wouldn't feel it. But way and away, the other brother was stupid drunk and not understanding why because he was feeling his brother's feelings and stuff like that. So I thought that was a very comical and good movie.
That was a good
Corsican
movie.
Brothers was great. My personal favorite is Still Smoking.
Still Smoking is a good movie.
And I like that because it's set place in Amsterdam, which obviously we have like from that side of the world.
You been there yet? No.
I haven't. I've not been to Amsterdam, and I had that conversation a couple nights ago just to say that I know that my grandmother would be so disappointed if she found out that I have never been.
I've never been either. We
You
should go.
haven't. We have
No,
to. I
we
know.
should
And
go.
again, my grandmother even said to me before she passed directly, she's like, Ryan, you have to go. Like, she said that directly to me. I was like, geez, no pressure. No pressure.
She didn't say that to me.
She did. She said it directly to me. She's like, Ryan, you have to go. Beautiful place.
And I bet it's beautiful.
And I obviously I was very close with her. I guess I have to. There's no question. I have to go.
Well, we'll set that up.
Yeah.
Not like tomorrow, but maybe in a
yeah.
couple years.
So some of the relatives and stuff like that, they were planning a trip upcoming, and I would have loved to jump in and been a part of that, but it seemed to have dissolved a little bit because I haven't heard much about it. But I guess I'll have to take the reins a little bit, and I'm kind of waiting for my daughter to get just a little older, so that she can kind of appreciate a bit of the culture.
She can come over too, and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
So we're maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 years tops away from that. And I think we'll plan for.
If you're not old enough to drink or smoke weed and see hookers, there's no.
I'm really
Why else would you
hoping.
go
I'm
out
not
there?
hoping to expose my kid to that. Yeah, I'm really hoping not to expose her to too much of that. But she
Shit.
has a fascination with Paris. My
Then
daughter
wait
likes.
2 or 3 years.
Yeah, well, we're gonna wait either way, but it doesn't mean we're going full fucking red light
Why
district
would you on a holiday not go to the fucking red light district?
because of the stories that I've heard. Exactly.
I want to tell those.
We're not
stories.
adding those into this episode, but there are stories of good times. And,
They're all good times.
oh,
Backyard buzz.
backyard buzz. So that's something to plan for, and that'll be super exciting.
We're gonna go to PI next summer. This summer
yeah.
coming.
It's great if you like rain.
No, we've been pretty lucky down there.
Getting
We've
dirty
been pretty
looks from
lucky.
the audience. This episode of the
Fuck
Backyard
yeah.
Buzz,
I mean,
filmed in
we
front of a live
prepared.
studio audience.
What did he say? What did he just say?
We're filmed in front of a live studio audience. Hi.
Oh boy.
We had a pretty exhausting effort getting set up tonight, so we haven't had a podcast in a long time, and our mics weren't working when they showed up.
We got him working
and
now.
They're working now, but it was a fight and a half because I am not an audio technician. I'm not a video technician, but I've been scraping this together and
If
having a good
anybody's
time.
looking for some free work,
Yeah, y'all want to support the Backyard Buzz?
Yeah,
Show
yeah.
up, click
Come
shit,
on
have a
over.
great time. There may be beer involved. There might not.
oh,
There's gonna be beer
I'll
involved.
buy beer.
Would you rather hop everywhere or skip everywhere?
Neither.
Oh shit! That's a good
Neither.
question.
I'm out. I want no part of either of
I'd
those.
skip
I want
to my
some-
loo, which is my
We're
bathroom.
gonna skip. What's the difference, really? Hopping and skipping.
Hop is a 2-foot pop, and a skip is a kind of like a joggy, stretchy go.
What?
Skip to my loo, mutt.
Alright, I suppose. You gotta hop like on 2 feet, like boop 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 boop. Where it skips like doo-loop, doo-loop.
Can we paint some shoes on your fingers?
It's like we could. You want
we
to?
get some markers. I want to paint some.
You want to? You want to?
So our Christmas coming up.
Christmas is coming up.
We're gonna get into the rum and the eggnog at the next party.
The
We're
next
gonna
one.
do a Backyard Buzz 2.0. No, Buzz the Halls 2.0.
Buzz the Halls 2.0.5.
And we'll have a lot set up for that. This is kind of our first chance getting just back into the buzz, so that
I
we can start
fucking
making some
love rum
episodes.
and eggnog.
I can't wait till New Year's.
New Year's was actually the best party I had all last year.
No, we did that last year, didn't we? That was fun.
We had music and people dancing on my kitchen benches. It was a
Every
really good
time we
time.
do that, I can't help it. Jeep.
I like your hat.
I like your hat.
I like yours more.
Oh, dude.
Why did it say that?
that right?
Stop you. Oh, stop it.
it.
Stop
I
it.
can't quite tuck my ears into mine, so I'm not too sure.
How do you curve your hat? Everybody's got different.
Thank you. It's a fucking cranker. Fucking cranker.
God damn.
Just like
Oh,
this
shit,
fucking
look at the shine.
cranker. Fucking cranker. He's gotta crank it. Oh, there you go. Crank it. Well, don't like crank it too hard, but you gotta
Do that
crank
too
it.
much, we might have a little bit of a mess on the table.
There you go. That looks good. Good job.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
You've always led me the right way.
I try. I try.
Would you rather be a chicken or a pig?
Chicken.
Yeah, I'm thinking chicken.
But wait,
too.
have you ever seen a pig play in the mud? Have you ever seen a happier creature in the f***ing world than a pig playing in the mud?
But pigs are like dicks.
Yeah, but they're delicious.
They're delicious.
They're
dicks.
dangerous. But have you ever seen a pig playing in the mud?
Yeah, they look fun.
Fucking happy. Having a good time. And life is wonderful until they're
Is
bacon.
a dolphin? Can a dolphin be part of it? Can I be a dolphin instead? I would like to be a dolphin.
You can be anything
Dolphins
you
are
want to.
perverts.
I know, that's all.
How dare you? What? Dolphins
Dolphins are the
perverts?
only other species on Earth that enjoy sex. And that's a true
I never
story.
noticed. Okay, I have a good one. Would you rather feel like you always have to sneeze or like you always have to poop?
Shit. Do my eyes water the whole time I have to sneeze?
100%. Like the worst. Like the worst of the almost have to sneeze. Like that.
So it's like
Ears or face hurt.
COVID forever.
When I had COVID, I felt pretty good.
Oh yeah. Especially
You
with
got-
your eyes shut.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I was like hungover for a day,
COVID
and then I was okay.
glued me to my couch, and like I said, my nose and my eyes did not stop leaking for maybe 2 days.
My eyes hurt. Like to touch my eyeballs hurt for a while.
You want to know how it
Good.
started for me? In my ears. My ears
Yeah.
felt weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but I'm okay now.
Covidentally, you are.
Covidentally.
Would you rather be covered in fur or covered in scales?
Ooh, fur.
If I'm covered in scales, does that mean I can breathe underwater?
No, that's not what I said, Ryan.
No, it's not part of it.
Details count, okay?
Listen to what she's saying.
I'm already covered in fur. Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
That's what I was thinking. I'm already covered in fur.
Scales?
Fur.
What the fuck do I want scales
It's easy.
for?
I'm already there.
If I can breathe underwater and tour and do shit, actually, you know what? I'd be the idiot that goes too deep, gets eaten by my shark. You know what? Fur's fine.
Not
Wait.
shark.
Are people going to follow me in the woods with a shaky, bullshit, blurry camera and call me
I'm not
Sasquatch?
sure.
Because then I don't want to be furry. This is complicated. Why is it every picture of Bigfoot looks like it was filmed through a dirty beer
Because
bottle?
there's no such thing as Bigfoot.
But why are there still movies to this day saying there is Bigfoot?
They're bad movies.
There's no Bigfoot, but there's ghosts.
Well, have you ever seen a Bigfoot?
No,
Have you ever seen a ghost?
no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Think about it. I've never seen a Bigfoot, but I can't say that I've never seen a ghost, but I've seen things that were there and then weren't there.
Like
it-
what?
you see them-
Good enough.
oh, they were there.
If they were there, then they were there. You can't say they weren't there if they were there, because if they weren't there, they wouldn't have been there, but you're saying they were there.
They were there.
They
Then-
were there, but
Yeah, and then they weren't there
like
that
What?
quickly.
like the feeling of constipation
No.
there, and then it's gone.
No.
Oh, actually, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
We have.
It's like those
There's been sentimental moments.
extra, not the the supernatural. So what you call it? That's not what I call it. You know what you call it.
Supernatural is like when you get cool dance moves from ghosts, like you just had.
I did there.
The ghost did it. It wasn't me. It was the ghost.
What's that, man?
Thank you all for joining us here on the Backyard Buzz. We hope you
Sweet.
join us again soon for Buzz the Halls 2.0 on
The Backyard Buzz, what he said.